your engine!
Hello everyone, and welcome to another live session for 2019 Season 3, Week 13. It's the silly week on iRacing, and this week we're doing a bunch of live capture sessions to see how we do. Last night we ran the Ferrari 488 GT3 race at the new track Barcelona, and quite honestly had my ass handed to me. It was not my best race, although I did finish. I will have to say that it finished quite nicely. Made up a few positions and worked out pretty well. Probably not gonna turn that on. Let's not do that. I was just checking over my settings here, make sure I didn't have anything out of whack. But everything seems to be pretty good, in pretty good shape here. This is a fixed setup race. Don't have a lot of options. Pretty much brake pressure, which I figured out last night. I kind of like it up around the 57 mark. Nothing else really to change on this car. Like I said, I was about 3-4 seconds or more slow last night, so I'm probably going to end up doing a practice session with this car on Barcelona again. See if we can't get a little bit more competitive on the speed there. But tonight looks like we're changing tracks every night. So I know that the fastest time, looking at some of the results earlier, was actually a 54. So know that that is probably our quick time. And so that's what I'm going to shoot for. I've done pretty good with Tsukuba full in the past, so I haven't run. That's a very unfortunate name, McAnally. I probably shouldn't have read that. Let's give this thing a try. This is a practice session. I'm going to run this for probably the next 10 minutes or so. This race session actually begins at 9:15 my time, which is about 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes from now. And so we'll run the few practice laps and see how good we can get. And then I'll convert this over to a live race session. So let's see. First of all, adjust our view here to accommodate this particular vehicle on the triple monitor setup, which I will. There you go. This is what I'm looking at, and I can leave it there for a little while. One of the things I do need to figure out, probably need to recalibrate, is the clutch, because it does not like a clutch drop. That's for sure. That is not the best way to start. And last night we pretty much caused an accident with the start. People were not happy, even though I didn't get hit. All right, let's see here. This car really does handle well. I mean, I'm really the only car that I've driven on this circuit is the MX-5, and actually done pretty well here. Have not driven anything of any real power. I think it did the Mercedes GT3 car one time, and that was a handful. That I'll say, this track is pretty small. MX-5s, maybe go-karts here, really good. Full-size GT3 cars, and I don't know about that. That's probably too much. So obviously not going to stretch the capabilities of a Ferrari on this little track. This is probably way too much. We're stressing the brakes on this one, that's for sure. See how we're doing? One thing I did fix was I think I got my surround sound speakers going right through the voice meter potato that I use for making sure I capture everything, and that Ferrari motor coming through the rear speakers on my surround sound here is pretty nice, I'd say. All right, let's see what we got.
57.077. Car stopped on the right. Got a slow car on the right.
Like the left of me. I don't know, I still seem to be getting a little bit of jitter on the game here, with the screen dancing a little bit at certain spots. But for the most part, it seems to be doing okay. Really hard braking. There we go. I don't think this car has traction control. If it does, it's on.
Got a slow car on the right. 57.472.
I don't know that following this guy around is making me any faster. One thing I did learn about this car is that apparently it does not match up. And there he goes.
Car on your
Does
right.
not match up with.
Clear on the right. 57.622.
Does not match up with my rev limiter very much on the SLIM. And essentially, I'm holding gears too long. Not really getting the maximum out of the car. Don't overdrive it. Typical GT3 car here. I'm kind of watching two separate rev limiters here. That was a good bit faster.
56.282.
Trying not to brake too much. Trying not to break the car loose either. I know in the MX-5 you can really throw it around on a track like this, but there's a lot more car here. And I have to say, I'm not going quite as slow as I was last night, but certainly not in the 54s.
56.042.
Yeah, we're probably a second and a half off the pace here. And it is showing that I'm actually in position 5. It's a little disconcerting with the little bit of jumpiness I'm getting in my computer. I might play with my graphics setting. Maybe restart Iracing here, because I do kind of feel like it's just a little choppy. I mean, it looks great and everything, but maybe I have the settings up just a little too high.
Got a slow car on the right. Car stopped on the right. Go to the bottom. 56.002. Left side. Clear.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's an easy track to drive, but I just don't know if I'm just doing it really slow. I know in the MX-5s, that last corner is where most of your time
56.313.
can be lost, and so I really feel like that I probably need to figure out what's the best gear. Probably waiting a little too late on the brakes there. This one's probably a corner that you just have to wait for. Try not to get on it too fast. Same thing here. Try to get it where you can get down to the speed and then get the car to rotate and then full blast. And almost wondering. So there's fourth. Just keep it in fourth and ride it all the way out. I don't know. That just
55.831. Got a slow car on the right. Car stopped on the right.
that seems slow. I mean, it really does.
Go left.
So massive slowdown here. Probably need to hit the brakes just a little bit better. Let the car rotate through there. Feather the throttle a little bit. And then really bring it down. I mean, it really takes well to full beans acceleration. So that's good.
.15.
Honestly, I would really like to break into the 55s, and it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Even though I'm right there. Yes, I feel like that's fast, but it just...
56.171. Car on your right. Stay on the left. Clear.
I feel like I should have been given the right of way there. Yeah, it didn't touch it, buddy.
Right side. Clear the right.
Yeah, I feel like if you're on a hot lap, you ought to be given the... right of way there. Shift back over there. Okay, so I'm gonna pull off to the side here. See, checking our time, and it's about 6 after. the hour here. 21 people registered. This is going to be a lot of people on this track at once, all in Ferraris. This ought to be very interesting. So far, I am positioned 4th. But as you can see, I mean, I'm really only about 7/10 of a second off of what is currently the quick time. So whether it comes down to familiarity with the track or what, I think I'm doing pretty well there. There really is nothing else on the car that I can set. So looks like we do have ABS. Looks like we do have traction control. So it's a very easy car to drive in this configuration. So let's go out. Let's do a couple of practice laps where call out what I'm doing here and see if we can go any faster whatsoever. Oh, I wish I could figure this one out. Alright, so let's get the warm-up lap out of the way. Like I said, it's very easy to give this car the full deal. Very easy to rotate and give it really good hard braking, especially in my case. I've got the Leo Bodnar. Actually, technically, I take that back. I have the Ricmotec load cell brake kit for the Logitech G25 wheel that I have and pedals. So it's really good. So let's start on the back straight. Full beans out of this corner. Like I said, try to pick out the right rev. Come right into it and brake, but not too hard. And get back on the gas as hard as you can for the front straight. In. Go in. Thank you. So braking. 3, 2, 1. Back on the gas really hard, not too hard. Up right over here, watch for the thing on the right. Looks like a little driveway. Really hard braking down into first. Get back on it. Second gear, feather that around this corner. Rotate, rotate, rotate. There you go. Get back on the gas. Hug the inside. And down hard into first gear. Let it rotate around. Get back on the gas. Full beans. And we're going to get up to 4th. Go inside the bales here. Try to keep it nice and tidy on the inside. Get back on the gas to hold our speed. And then full blast.
55.606. Got a full car on the right.
So there's our 55. I think I did a 55 anyway. I feel like we're doing pretty good with this car on this track. I think what I ran into last night was just a sheer lack of practice with the Ferrari at Barcelona, which is a track I know, but I had only just purchased it from Iracing, so never really had driven their version, didn't really know where track limits were at, found a couple of them on the way. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull into the pits here, and we are going to close out this session in favor of getting ready for our race. Of course, I'm going to stream that live as well.
Why would you stop there?
Obviously, because he's an idiot. Isn't that always the reason why you stop there? I mean, come on. All right, so there we go. Let's see. There's our practice session. One quick review before we go. And again, I'm at 55.6. I know the very, very fast times are in the 54s, but honestly, about a second slow is really good in my opinion. And this is probably going to be a very short race. With this many people on such a small track, it really is going to be interesting. So with that, I think I'm going to close this thing out. So once again, thanks for watching. 2019 iRacing Season 3, Week 13, Silly Week. And hopefully this has been interesting. I am going to do the race next live and tune in all week for various live sessions, and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.